You know, my favorite quote is by Jose Mourinho when he says, "If I speak, I am in big trouble." Well, today I'm going to speak so that you don't be in a trouble. When I started this business in 2016, 10 years ago from now, I remember the first tour or the first visit to a project. It was in Fikirtepe area in Kadıköy. Maybe most of you know it. That area now became very nice area, very huge compounds, high towers, 5 stars hotels. But if you look at it at that time, it was just a land and some unorganized houses. And I still remember the first offer I got at that time. It was for a 2+1 apartment and the price was 260,000 Turkish lira. The prices were in Turkish lira at that time. And I was saying to myself, oh my God, it's so much expensive. It was less than $100,000 if you calculate it. And then after 1 week, I went to another project and we went to an area which everyone knows it in Zeytinburnu and Bakırköy coastal side. We went to one project which was at that time under construction. Very famous project now, seafront project. And they gave us an offer at that time for a 2+1 in $100,000 exactly. And we were thinking that it's so much expensive. No one will buy it according to the prices at that time. And they were promising us that the prices will increase, new metros are coming to the areas, new facilities, the government is working on this area. And even at that time, there were no Marmaray metro at that time to that area. Marmaray was only connecting Üsküdar to Kazlıçeşme, only that 4 or 5 stations only. And then my third memory was in 2019, I remember I sold one apartment, 1+1 apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 living room in Maltepe, full sea view. We sold it to $200,000. The same day we made the sale, the next day the Turkish lira depreciated and it lost more than 50% of its value. At that time, my client was crying, really, literally, he was crying. I did not know what to tell them. I was trying to comfort them that just wait on your investment, you will gain in time. But it was not working because they were like devastated with the news. But then I learned that in 2.5 years that they sold this property with $50,000 profit. Not bad. And then came the COVID time. Everyone knows what happened there and the prices increased a lot. Then came the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. Also the prices increased because of the Russian demand. And then came the earthquake that happened in Turkey before, and then the new regulations from the government, prices started to go down, and then it gets stable for more than 2 years till the time we are speaking now. So now the purpose of this video is to tell you that when you go now to sales offices and you receive an offer and you think that it's expensive, just try to look at the history, because in old times the prices were like 5 or 4 times lower than what it is now. And now new things coming to the city, new things coming to the area, neighborhood, not only metros, not only hospitals, schools, universities, many things, even politics are playing in the prices of the square meters in Istanbul or in Turkey in general. So if you are considering to invest in Turkey, just make this step, because the prices we are seeing now, they might be a joke in the coming years. And I remember in 2019, we went to the Bomonti area. You know the towers in Bomonti. There was a project at that time under construction, one of the towers, and we got at that time, for one of my close investors, we got an offer for a 2+1 apartment on the 13th floor. It was $116,000. At the same day, we drove from Bomonti to the finance center. At that time, the finance center was under construction. There was a project near the finance center, just like meters away. And we got also an offer for a 2+1 in the same price, $116,000. And my investor said, I want to wait. I don't think it's good for me, or I don't have this money at the moment. I don't want to risk all the money that I have. And I'm still talking with this investor, and he is telling me now that this was one of the biggest mistakes he made, that he did not take the step at that time for purchasing one of these properties.